Ajit ji, Namaskar. Sudeep, Rais, welcome to the call. Girish, Surinder Goyal, Doctor, Samita Gupta, Namaskar, and Shivoham, Vithal, Rajaratnam, Dr. Ruchika Singh, welcome. Lavina, Sagairaj, Prabhakar, and some more. Samita is joining, and others who I cannot see, but many more are joining. We have some newcomers as well to the call today. Somebody asked a saint, you say enlightenment is so important. Enlightenment, realization, mukti, moksha. You say so many big things. Why in the world people are not seeking enlightenment? Why people are not seeking nirvana, moksha, mukti? Why very few people are seeking? The saint said, okay, do one thing. He said, today after this session is over, you go and ask your friends what you want. Ask your family, ask your friends. So people went and asked, and what did people say? I want money, I want success, I want gold, I want diamonds, I want name, fame, I want to go to New York, I want a limousine, I want all kind of things. When they came back and met the saint, he asked, tell me what the people said. How many people wanted enlightenment? He said, nobody asked for enlightenment. The world is not looking for this treasure of enlightenment. The world is lost in achievement. The world is lost, and therefore people are not able to attain the true bliss. People don't know the meaning of happiness. People want happiness, but people don't know how to attain that state of happiness. So, my dear friends, with that note, we are off to a start today. Today is a 30 minutes call, which is a talk, and then we have Ask Air at 8. I've started writing a new book. The book is called The Spiritual Jigsaw Puzzle. You all have played a jigsaw puzzle. You take pieces and you try to put the pieces together. And if the pieces are fixed properly, you see the picture. You see a picture of a map, or you see a picture of a painting, you see a picture, but all the pieces must fit in place. In this book, I talk about the 100-piece puzzle. I talk about 100 realizations that will lead, when you put the 100 realizations in the jigsaw puzzle, you put the pieces together, there will be enlightenment. So I have started writing this book, and I am 50% more than finished. The point is that while I have finished 50% of this book, I'm starting to share with you week after week few realizations, because this is fresh in my head and I'm writing this book. So, my dear friends, we will cover these realizations as part 1, part 2, part 3. And these realizations will help us overcome ignorance. And the realizations, if we put the pieces together, this is how I achieved my truth. When I realized the truth, I was searching, and for me, I knew all the pieces. I knew the pieces A, B, C, D, E, but they were jumbled. When I put the pieces together, wow, oh, wow, I saw the picture. And I like to share with you, because many of you are very keen in life to attain enlightenment. This group that's coming here, not just every Friday, but now every day we are meeting. And every day there are questions, and people are seeking and asking questions. How can we overcome suffering? How can we find God? What is the way to heaven? What is karma? What is rebirth? What is something written in the Bhagavad Gita? Something written in the other scripture? And then people come and ask questions, because people want to realize the truth. So let us start with the first realization. The first realization that I got was life has a purpose. Life has a purpose. How many people in this world think that life has a purpose? 99% don't think. 99% of the people in this world, they just live and die, and they don't know why. 99% of the people in this world, They don't know what is the purpose of life. And this is a big problem. If we don't know why we are alive, we come, we live, and we die. Then sometimes we cry, we look up at the sky, we ask why. Because we never realize the truth of who am I. Because we don't realize this truth, who am I, we don't find meaning, we don't find purpose, we find life meaningless. So many people ask me, what is the use of living life? So many problems, everyday problems, this person problem, family problem, money problem, health problem. So yeah, because you don't know the purpose, you don't understand what is the purpose of life. So they asked me the question, what is the purpose of life? And I said, the purpose of life is to find the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to find the purpose of life. Most people suffer. Many people drift through life because they don't realize the purpose. They are like dead fish that float downstream. We live, we die, and we come back again. Again we live, again we die, again we come back. And there is no purpose. Therefore, we come back to earth again and again. We don't ask the question, what is the purpose? So the first realization I got, life has a purpose. Life has a purpose. Life has a purpose. In my song, I wrote, जीवन का मतलब सच में है क्या, प्रभु से एक होना है, संसार की माया से बचना हमें, सच का एहसास होना है, जग में जो होता है प्रभु की लीला है, सत्य नहीं ये सब मिथ्य है, ये तो एक ख्वाब जैसा है, जीवन का मतलब सच में है क्या, प्रभु से एक होना है. There is a purpose of life. The purpose of life is self-realization, liberation, unification, to overcome the ignorance. This is the first realization. Realization number two in the book, there is a way to eternal happiness and peace. People think, oh, you can't be happy all the time. No. कभी खुश, क्या वो पिक्चर कौन सा है, कभी खुशी कभी गम? Was that a movie? That's the movie, is it? कभी खुशी कभी गम, tararam pam pam. I don't know. I don't watch many movies. But there's a movie, कभी खुशी कभी गम, है ना? अजय तक है मूवी, अजय तक नहीं है. So people think जिंदगी में कभी खुशी कभी गम. They don't realize the realization number two. It's possible to be happy all the time. You can be happy all the time. How? You must understand the meaning of happiness. You don't know the meaning of happiness. How can you be happy? People are trying to become happy. You can't become happy. You have to be happy. People don't know how to be happy. They are chasing happiness. They don't know that peace is the foundation. So in the realization, in the jigsaw puzzle of life for enlightenment, you find the way to eternal happiness and peace. You learn to tame the monkey mind. But not many people know that there is a way to eternal happiness. Not many people understand. खुशी से जियो, नाटक है ये, कुछ ना सच्चा, सब आते जाते, सुख दुख दोनों रंगमंच पे, ये आते जाते प्रभु की लीला है, जो भी उसकी मर्जी है हमको स्वीकार करना है, खुश होके हमें जीना है, प्रभु की लीला है, हम तो बस कलाकार हैं, हम आते हैं जाते हैं, ये उसकी ही तो लीला है, मंजूर करना है. You know, Bridget, what this means? This means that life is like a show, it's like a drama. Life is like a theater, right? It's like Broadway show. Life is a show. We come and we go. There is a producer and director of this show. We are actors. We come, we do our part, and then we go. That is the meaning. That is the realization. If you realize that, then you would be able to reach that state of eternal happiness. Realization number 3. So we did realization number 1 was life has a purpose. Realization 2 was there is a way to eternal happiness and peace. Realization number 3, and I'm going to give you 100 realizations. There are 100 realizations that will lead to enlightenment. Realization number 3, we suffer because of ignorance. We all suffer. We all suffer, but the cause of suffering is ignorance. What is this ignorance? We think we are the body. We think we are the mind. We think we are the ego. Because we think we are body, mind, ego, we experience triple suffering. We can remove all the suffering. We can remove all the suffering if we remove all the ignorance. What is ignorance? Avidya. And the problem is not just avidya. The problem is ghor avidya. Ghor, gross. Ghor means gross. घोर अविद्या के कारण दुख सहना. अविद्या में जो भी डूबता है, मुसीबतों में वो दुखी होता है. सच का एहसास है करना, अविद्या को दूर करना. We have to eliminate ignorance. We have to realize the truth. And that's why the realization number 3 is ghor avidya, gross ignorance. You know what? We human beings, not only we are ignorant, huh? Not only we are ignorant about our ignorance. We are in a state known as ignorance is bliss. We are blissfully ignorant about our ignorance. We don't know. We are not the body. We are not the mind. We don't know. And we are happy that we don't know. We think we know. We think we know everything. That is realization number 3. That takes us to realization number 4. We can overcome ignorance and realize the truth. There is a way to overcome ignorance. And you can overcome. You must overcome. Because if you don't overcome, you will not realize the truth. But if you realize the truth, you will be free from all misery. So realization number 4, we can overcome ignorance and realize the truth. We must work towards it. We must work. It's like living in a dark room. If you're in a dark room and every time you're walking, you're tumbling on the chair, you're tumbling on the table, and you're falling and you're falling and you're hurting yourself, then you realize I'm walking in a dark room. I want to switch on a light. You switch on the light, then you no more stumble and fall because you can see. But we can't see inside. There is darkness. Realization number 4, if you want to overcome ignorance, you must realize the truth. That takes us to realization number 5, that we need a quest. The quest will take us to enlightenment. We need the quest. But the problem is, we don't go on a quest. We don't go in search of the truth. You have to go. Suppose you want to find something, right? In school, when we were kids, they taught us to go on treasure hunt. They told us, okay, we'll give you a clue. Go and find the treasure. When we were children, they taught us how to go on a treasure hunt. But unfortunately, We don't go on a treasure hunt now. We are not going in search of the truth. We must go on a quest. On a quest, we have to ask the question: who is God? Where is God? What is God? I want to talk to God. Can I talk? How to talk? Which language God speaks? French? Chinese? Which language God speaks? English? Hindi? Sanskrit? Then you ask questions. Does God listen with ears? Like, does God have an ear? You ask, you investigate, you realize the truth. We should not be scared of asking questions. Every day, I encourage all participants, ask questions, ask. Don't be shy. Ask questions. And some people say, can I ask a silly question? I say, no question is silly. Every question is good. Don't be shy of asking questions, because there is no such thing like a bad question or a silly question. Because only when you ask, then you will realize the truth. You have to ask, who am I? Who am I? The first question I asked, who am I? कौन मैं हूँ सच में, मैं आत्मा हूँ या तन मन बुद्धि हूँ, ढूंढता था मैं जब तक एहसास हो गया मुझको, कौन मैं हूँ, who am I? Today I did a nice recording. You know what recording I did? It will come on YouTube after 2-3 days. The recording said, happy birthday to you. That's a lie. Happy birthday to you. That's not true. Happy birthday to you. That's not you. Happy birthday to you. Who's that you? Who's that you? Every day we fool ourselves. Cutting cake, lighting candles, bursting balloons, and saying happy birthday. Kaha hai birthday? It's not the birthday. You were alive before. You were already alive in your mother's stomach, in the womb of your mother. You were kicking. Ask your mother. Your mother will say, yeah, you were kicking, you were alive. Otherwise, if it was your birthday, you should have been dead. Next lie. We think that we are this person, this body whose birthday, happy birthday, we say to you. That's a lie. It's not your birthday. It's not, you are not the body. Realization number 6. You can't realize the truth after you die. You can't realize the truth after you die. You have to realize the truth before you die. Because only when you are alive, you have the power to realize. Only when you have the power, you can open your eyes and realize. Time is less. Time is running. There is no time to waste. Don't say tomorrow, next week, next year. No. Realization number 6. Do it now. We can't realize the truth after we die. Realization number 6. Realization number 7. We must be liberated from this samsara. This world is like Tihar jail. You know Tihar jail? This world is like a jail. It's a prison. And we are prisoners. We have to be liberated. As long as we are in this samsara, we suffer. How can we be liberated? That is the goal, to realize we are the soul, free from the senses of the body, free from the monkey mind, free from the ego, free from the world, the samsara. Realization number 7. Realization number 8. Oh, how? Somebody is asking how to be liberated from samsara. So I tell people, if you want to be liberated, remember this. संसार की माया से मुक्त होना भक्ति से ये होता है। प्रभु से गर प्यार इतना हो जाएगा, मुक्त फिर वो होता है। प्रभु से प्यार इतना हो तो संसार से कुछ ना चाहना, बस मुक्ति वो चाहता है। What is the way for being liberated from samsara? Bhakti. संसार की माया से मुक्त होना भक्ति से ये होता है। भक्ति में है शक्ति, वो शक्ति से मिले मुक्ति। भक्ति में है शक्ति, वो शक्ति से मिले मुक्ति। Which means those who are only with English, devotion. Devotion has a power. The power can free us from the prison of this world. But you must have devotion. You must have a lot of devotion for the Lord. You must have love for the Lord. That is realization number 7. Realization number 8. Realization leads to liberation from suffering. When there's a realization, we open our real eyes, we overcome our ignorance, we are free. We are free. That's the important. What is important? To be free. आजादी संसार से मुक्ति हमको पाना है. We need azadi. Azadi means freedom, not freedom from the British. We need freedom from ourselves. We India, another lie. You know another lie? You know another lie? 1947 Independence Day. We are celebrating 53, 75, 70 some years of independence, right? Lie. Biggest lie. Happy Independence Day. Where you are free? Are you free? Are you free from your ego? Are you free from your senses? Are you free from your mind? Then why you are celebrating Independence Day, Freedom Day? No, don't. कहाँ? सुरेंद्र हम मुक्त हैं, आजाद हैं सुरेंद्र. हम लोग आजाद हैं. We are not free. We are हम कैदी हैं. We are prisoners. So, realization number 8, realization leads to liberation, leads to freedom from suffering. Realization number 9, realization of the truth is enlightenment. What is enlightenment? A lot of people ask, what is enlightenment? Enlightenment is realization of the truth. That is enlightenment. It is realization, to realize, to open your real eyes, switching on the light, removing what is known as spiritual cataract. Have you seen people running to doctor ke paas? Have you seen people going to doctor? Doctor, kya doctor? What's the problem? What's the problem? Doctor, I can't see properly, doctor. I can't see. Doctor says, oh, you have cataract. Huh? So you remove the cataract. We are removing the cataract from our eyes, but we are not removing the cataract from our spiritual eyes. 1% of the world is visually blind, 99% spiritually blind. We are 99% of us spiritually blind. Realization of the truth is enlightenment. You know what we don't realize? We don't realize some so like this. Today I gave you 9 realizations. I don't think you will remember them. So can you type out the 9 realizations? So can you read out for me the 9, or can you send it to me or whatever? So the 9th realization is this. What is it? Dil ke andar, in my heart, dil ke andar प्रभु का है एक धाम, छोटा सा धाम, मेरे अंदर प्रभु का है एक स्थान, है प्रभु का स्थान। मैं नहीं हूं, मैं नहीं हूं एक मंदिर, इसका नाम, इसका नाम। This is not a body. This is a temple. This is a temple of God. God lives inside. We are searching outside. How can we find God? Huh? You're finding for your sunglasses in your neighbor's house. How can you find your sunglasses in your neighbor's house? Because yesterday night you went to your neighbor's house in the dream and left your sunglasses in the neighbor's house in your dream. In the morning you wake up, you're going to neighbor's house to find sunglasses in neighbor's house. The neighbor's laughing. Hello, you didn't come here. Oh yeah, I saw in the dream. Don't see in the dream. My dear friends, what is the summary? Today I gave you 9 realizations. Totally the book has 100. The book has 100 realizations that will switch on the light to enlightenment. The goal of our life is enlightenment. Enlightenment comes from realization. Realization happens by solving the spiritual jigsaw puzzle. You may know everything. Knowledge is not realization. After you know, the mind will take you round and round and round. Here we go round the mulberry bush, mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Huh? We remember when as a children we are taught, here we go round the mulberry bush, there is no enlightenment. That we don't teach them. When they're children, they should change the nursery rhyme and say, here we go round the mulberry bush, there is no enlightenment. We don't teach children the meaning of enlightenment. We teach children to solve the jigsaw puzzle of tiger, of lion. Questions at 8 o'clock. I see Lavina's very urgently wanting to ask a question. Lavina, 8 o'clock is your question, Lavina. Piece by piece, we must put the puzzle together. And if we put the realization, what is the realization? 1, death is certain. 2, nothing belongs to us. 3, we come and we go. 4, God is not a statue. Like that, there are many realizations till we see the picture. And today, I told you 9 realizations. What are the 9 realizations? The 9 realizations are: 1, life has a purpose. 2, there is a way to eternal happiness. 3, we suffer because of ignorance. 4, we can overcome ignorance. 5, the quest will take us to enlightenment. 6, we can't realize the truth after we die. 7, we must be liberated from this samsara, this world. 8, realization leads to liberation from suffering. 9, realization of the truth is enlightenment. And 9 out of 100, 91 more to go. We have to learn. Let me tell you, when you get a jigsaw puzzle and they tell you it's the Taj Mahal, you say, where is the Taj Mahal? They say it's inside the puzzle. No, it's not there. No, it's there. You start putting the piece together, piece by piece, piece by piece. You put the green lawn in front of the Taj Mahal, then the tower, then the minarets, then you see, wow, Taj. Oh, wow, Taj. You see the picture. You must get that aha. That is the challenge. My dear friends, every Friday, I will talk to you on the spiritual jigsaw puzzle, which is my new book, which will be finished in the month of June. And July, you can have the book. And in June, as we are finishing the book, I am sharing with you live. As I'm writing the book, I continue to share the book with you. But every day, you can ask me questions, different questions. I think Lavina is very keen to ask the first question. Not Lavina? Okay. Lavina, are you saying you want to ask the question or somebody else is using your name? Not you? Okay. So somebody's using your name and asking questions. Not a problem. Don't worry about it. So we are continuing now with Ask Air. and I am happy to share with you my realizations. When I started, I only started with 9 realizations, but over many, many years, the realizations have grown into many realizations. So can we start question answers?
Yeah, Bikram Bharati first.
Vikram,
Bikram.
Bikram, Mr. Bikram, please ask your question.
Bikram Bharati.
Bharati, Bikram Bharati, please unmute and ask your question. Have you permitted all to unmute? Mute all and then right? Bikram Bharati, you can now unmute yourself and ask a question. Bikram Bharati, please unmute and ask your question. Is he there?
Okay. Next, Surinder Goyal.
Surinder Goyal. Next question, Dr. Surinder Goyal.
शिवोहम सर
Shivam Surinder.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो कर्म हो रहा है उसका अल्टीमेट करने वाला कौन है, क्योंकि बहुत जगह आपने भी आज कहा कि जो भगवान ही कर रहा है सब कुछ, हम सब रंगमंच की कठपुतलियां हैं, जो ये ड्रामा हो रहा है, कॉस्मिक ड्रामा हो रहा है। और गुरबानी में भी लिखा है सर कई जगह है कि करे करावे आप पे आप, मानुष के कुछ नहीं हाथ, कि जो करने वाला है वो भगवान है। और एक भजन भी है जो मैंने सुना है कि मेरा आपकी कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, करते हो तुम कन्हैया मेरा नाम हो रहा है। तो सब कुछ करने वाला तो भगवान ही है, जहाँ आत्मा है, जहाँ मन है, जब फिर हम बॉडी से काम कर रहे हैं, तो कौन है
बिल्कुल सही।
कर्म करने?
प्रभु तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, करते करते हो तुम ओ दाता मेरा नाम हो रहा है, दादा तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है। यही आप कह रहे हैं। बट सुरेंद्र, देयर इज अ स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस। हमें पहले एहसास होना है मैं क्या हूं, कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु, तुम बिन मैं क्या, कुछ भी ना। वो एहसास नहीं होता है ना। एहसास क्या होता है, कोई इस दुनिया में सब लोग, डू यू अग्री कि हर इंसान अपने अहंकार से जीता है? क्या समझता है तो मारूंगा सारा तुझे, हाँ कि नहीं? हर हर इंसान समझता है ये मेरा, जो मेरा वो सो मेरा, जो तेरा वो भी मेरा। तो सुरेंद्र, जो आप कह रहे हैं सही है, लेकिन इसका एहसास नहीं होता है। कहने में इजी है। अगर सुरेंद्र हम ये एहसास कर लें कि कर्म हमारा नहीं है, तो कर्म से छुटकारा पा लिया, मुक्ति हो गई, मोक्ष हो गया, निर्वाण हो गया। वो एहसास नहीं होता है।
सर पर कर्म तो हो रहा है, कोई तो कर रहा है उसको।
हाँ,
कौन कर रहा
जीवात्मा कर रहा है, सुरेंद्र गोयल कर रहा है। आप हॉस्पिटल में क्या बोलते हैं लोगों को? यस सर, आई विल नाउ गिव द एनेस्थीसिया, राइट नाउ आई विल बी गिविंग द एनेस्थीसिया। आप बोलते नहीं बोलते? आई विल बी गिविंग, हु विल बी गिविंग? आई। क्या आप सोचते प्रभु दे रहा है? कहां सोचते हैं कि प्रभु दे रहा है? जब वो दिन आएगा, जब आप सोचेंगे अरे मैं क्या कर रहा हूं, ये हाथ जो मूव करते हैं ना, ये भी प्रभु कराता है। जब ये एहसास होगा, when we get the realization that it is the Lord that is working through us, then we become the instrument. Surinder, the moment we become the instrument, Surinder, तभी तो सब काम वही कर रहे। सच बात वही है, सच बात तो यही है, सब वो कर रहे। इसलिए what I tell you, मैं एक बांसुरी प्रभु कुछ भी नहीं, संगीत है तेरा मैं कुछ भी नहीं। करेक्ट? हम कुछ नहीं करते। हम क्या, अरे हम करने के लिए लायक ही नहीं है। हम कुछ करने के लिए लायक ही। ओके, नो, लेट मी आस्क यू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। अगर हमारे अंदर प्रभु नहीं हो, आत्मा नहीं हो, आपके अंदर आत्मा नहीं हो, आप एनेस्थीसिया दे सकते हैं? तो करने वाला कौन है?
आत्मा है।
वही है।
सर ये जो भगवत गीता 18 में अध्याय 14 में भी लिखा है कि एक कर्म को करने के लिए 5 चीजों की जरूरत है। परमात्मा, आत्मा करता है, और इंद्रिय, कर्म इंद्रियां, मन जो चेष्टा करता है, नेचर, मोड्स ऑफ नेचर जो सत रज और तमोगुण है, नेचर जो उसकी प्रकृति है वो.
Surinder, I would request we keep it simple for people. Otherwise, now if we get too much into scripture, I know you are a scripture expert. Let's understand who is the doer, Surinder. The doer is the gross physical body. आप मानते हैं? It is the body. हाथ पांव हाथ बॉडी है. बॉडी को ड्राइव करने वाला माइंड है और माइंड को पुश करने वाला पावर है, लाइफ पावर है. Let us keep it simple. If you complicate ना, we will not realize the truth. ये एक डर है मुझे. So we should not try. We can read as many scripture, but we must bring the scripture to our understanding. We should not get lost in the scripture. If we get lost in the scripture, the risk is we will lose the realization. Should we take a chance to lose the realization? We don't want to lose the realization. So I am not saying scripture is wrong, but we must understand the scripture, interpret the scripture in the right way. So it's like this, Surinder. The doer of action, is the body. Correct? Is the body?
No.
The doer. Without the hands, can you do anesthesia without the hands?
Sir, hands are just the instrument, as mind
Correct.
is the instrument.
You are saying instrument, I am saying doer. I'm not saying the actual doer. I'm saying the end doer. The final doer is the hand. Because
Yes,
if the hands is not there, you cannot do. Who is making the hand do? The mind. Who is giving the Shakti to the mind? The Atma. So therefore, is there any doubt in this process? The ego in between says, I am doing. My hands, my mind. I am coming from Harvard University. I have studied in Oxford. The ego comes in between and says, "Ye main hu, main kar raha hu." When as long as ego is alive, we will not realize the power is doing. We will not realize this. So is there a question?
and the ego is due to ignorance.
Ego, absolute. Ego doesn't exist. Ego is a myth. Ego hai hi nahi. You are not Surinder Goyal. You are Krishna. You are Shiva. You are God. I can see you. I can see God in you. You should see God in you. If you see yourself as Surinder, then you become ego. Every day morning you say, I am Surinder. The ego aa gaya. We must learn to say, I am nothing. मैं कुछ नहीं हूं. प्रभु सब कुछ है. Then only the ego is transcended. सांसों की माला में सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम, खुद को छोड़ा जो, सुरेंद्र, खुद को छोड़ा जो उसको मिल गया भगवान. जो खुद को छोड़ा उसी को भगवान मिल गया. जो खुद को पकड़ के बैठा है उसको कभी भगवान नहीं मिलेगा. Thank you, Surinder. Next question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shankar Selvaraj. Shankar Selvaraj. Is he there? Mr. Shankar, some of the newcomers, they take time to unmute. Shankar Selvaraj, are you going to unmute? Okay.
Shivoham.
Shivoham. Yes, Shankar.
My question is, many are saying that soul is infinite power.
Yes.
So if the body is weak, if there is a physical weakness, the body is having injuries, some kind of illness, this and that, can soul compensate for that? Soul power compensate for that? Any practical examples can you give?
The soul is so powerful, it can create miracles. It can eradicate cancer. It can eliminate any disease. But the problem, Shankar Selvaraj, is like suppose the police has caught a person and put in jail. And the police is telling him, you give me the proof. If you give the proof, I will release you.
Okay.
But that proof is in his own pocket and he's searching for the proof. He's not finding, but the proof is in his pocket. Then will he go to jail or he will not go to jail?
He will go to jail.
Because he does not know the proof is in his own pocket. The problem in this world, dear Shankar Selvaraj, we don't know the power of the soul. We don't know. We are searching in temple and church for God. God is not in the temple and the church. God is beating in your heart. Touch here. Touch here. You can feel God's presence. The moment God leaves, there is no breath. There is death. God is here. We are searching for God. That God is the Atma. That God is Paramatma. The moment we realize that God, the Paramatma, the Atma inside us, any miracle is possible. Any miracle. Doctors have agreed many times. I know doctors who tell, I cannot believe. You ask Surinder Goyal, he'll give us examples. Doctors give up hope. Doctors give up hope, but the patient survives. In many cases, the doctor says, sorry, I cannot do it. But the patient comes out alive because of the soul power. So there is no doubt. So please believe in that. Thank you, Selvaraj. Next question.
Okay.
Lavina. Now Lavina's time to question. Lavina. Lavina, are you asking a question? No, she thinks she's not asked a question. So somebody else, do we have two Lavinas on the call? Somebody else is, okay. Ashok Nichani. Ashok Nichani.
Yeah, Shivam Sirji.
Shivam Ashok.
Sirji, with the bonding of 50 to 60 years with the family, liberation from the samsara is very difficult. What should we do?
Ashok, it's like this, Ashok. As long as we are attached to a family and we are ignorant, then we cannot attain God. We must move to what I have told you, Ashok. It is called detached attachment. Detached attachment, Ashok, is not meaning leave your wife and children and go live in the jungle. No, you don't have to do that. Raja Janak was a king and he continued to be a king although he was enlightened. How he did, Ashok? How did he do it? You tell me one thing, Ashok. What is the problem in being with the family after 50, 60 years? What is the problem? Tell me. The problem is this. If the family tells you, come on, what is bhajan, leave all this, let us go for a movie. You give them money, tell you go for a movie. I am not interested in going for a movie. So you have to learn to discriminate. You have to learn to renounce. You have to learn to be detached. You don't have to stop loving your family. You should continue loving your family from the outside. But from the inside, your entire love, your devotion, but must be for the one, the divine. Nothing is difficult. Ashok, don't believe it is difficult to do it. It is not difficult to do it.
Yes, okay, sir.
Is there any practical difficulty you want to share? You want to share any practical difficulty?
No, Sirji. Okay. Thank you for the explanation.
Okay. Thank you. Next question, please. Sangam Gupta.
Sir, I had asked this question, what is the purpose of life, in May 22
Okay.
on WhatsApp.
Yeah. So should I answer that question?
No, you didn't answer the question, sir.
So your question is, what is the purpose of life, right? Is that your question?
Yeah, that is my question on May 22.
Okay. I don't know if you asked me on May 22nd, why we have not replied, I don't know, but let me reply now. The purpose of life is to find the purpose of life. I hope you heard me. The purpose of life is to find the purpose of life, to understand what is the purpose of life. Why are we here? Why did we come to earth? Why this human birth? The purpose of life is not making money, because what we earn, others will burn. The purpose of life is not just to live and die and cry. The purpose of life is not just to build a family and then go. What is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to find the purpose of life, is to understand why I am here. I am here to realize that I am not the body and mind, I am the divine soul. That is my goal. My goal is, my purpose is liberation. Liberation from ignorance and finding enlightenment. Enlightenment is my purpose. So this is the purpose of life. But unfortunately, we are not realizing the purpose of life because we don't know the purpose of life is to find the purpose of life. So keep that in mind. The first purpose of life is to find the purpose of life. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shivoham. Next question, please. Navjot. Yes, Navjot.
Sir, before starting your journey, you told us that you had 9 questions.
Correct.
I have the exactly same 9 questions. So where should I start from? Most of them have been answered and half of them are unanswered.
So you have your 9 questions are same like my 9 questions or different?
Yes, exactly same.
Exactly same. So if you know the answers, then you are enlightened.
Okay.
Then there are no
Sir,
more
I have
answers.
I have no more questions left. So what should I do now?
What should you do? Okay. If you know that life, the purpose of life is to become one with God, then how old are you now, Navjot?
I'm 20.
So what are you doing now from morning to night? Every day?
Nothing. I study a bit for my exam and I attend your Zoom calls. That's all.
You study and attend my Zoom call. That's all.
That's all.
What are you studying for? What do you want? What are you trying? Why are you studying? What are you studying and why are you studying?
I'm studying to get a job.
Getting a job. And why do you want a job?
For getting food.
Okay. Right now, who gives you food in your house? Somebody feeds you, your parents who give you money or what?
Yes, my parents.
Okay. So if you, now I'm giving you some genuine advice. If you have really got the answers to the 9 questions, then you will find a job which gives you God's work from morning to night. You will not find an office job or a job which takes you away from God in this world. You will be searching for a job which makes you work with God all the time. That means you have
Actually,
realized the truth.
that is true. I don't actually want an office job.
So you should be searching. Have you searched for a God's job? Have you searched? Has God given you a job?
I want to help people and alleviate their suffering.
So where have you applied for the job?
I want to I want to eliminate poverty.
So that is, you got the answer now, right? You got the answer for your question?
Yeah. Should I move to silencing my mind now, controlling the thoughts?
Your mind will silence on its own. You must try to be a yogi. A yogi is one in constant yoga. In constant yoga means you must spend the whole day united with God. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga. So please concentrate on this 4. Please take my personal number. I'm putting it on the chat and talk to me. I will guide you personally how to do it.
All right.
Okay, because it's a personal question. We will take it up off the line and I will give you guidance how to find a way where you are connected with God from morning to night. My number is already flashed. My number is flashed in the chat. Okay.
I have it.
Okay. Thank you, Navjot. Next question. Kishan. We have many youngsters and I'm very happy because youngsters coming and asking questions. Some people who are 80 years, 90 years old, they ask, abhi kya karu? मैं 90 साल का होने वाला हूं, अभी मैं क्या करूं? मुझे प्रभु चाहिए. He's 90 years old now. He's asking, I want God. What are you doing for 90 years? Now he's asking, I want God. Yes, Kishan, please tell me.
Sir, my question is, how do we make right decisions when our mind is messed up?
When your mind is messed up.
Yeah, means with the same situation. Means
See,
we cannot.
Kishan, there are 2 parts of the mind. In the brain, One part is called the mind, one part is called the intellect. The mind is producing thoughts. The mind will go on telling you, do this, do this, do this. The intellect is discriminating the thought. The intellect is telling you what is right, what is wrong. The intellect is discriminating. It is making you choose. Everything in this world is a choice. We have a choice. And to make the right choice, we must use our willpower. A dog has no choice. Can the dog tell you, I don't want this food, give me burger, give me pizza? Dog can tell you. No, dog does not have the power to choose. The dog does not have a willpower, but Kishan has. So
Oh,
when
but most of the time we make the wrong decisions.
yeah,
So that's-
because you know why? Because you have not activated your intellect. In your head, there is an intellect. Please study about the intellect. It is called buddhi. It is called vivek. Please study. And the power of the intellect is very strong. It's like a sword. It can cut the mind and it can make you gallop forward. So please, I'm giving you the answer. Find out the power of the intellect. And then you will be able to make the right decisions.
And I wanted to tell you that I realized that I'm not the body. When you did one session about how the fetus comes, how the like that, and that day I realized that I'm not the body, because when I was born, when the soul entered, I did not have this body. Then I
Very good.
realized, yeah.
Very good. That's a very good realization. But that is not enough. That is one piece of the puzzle. You must
Yeah.
have all the pieces of the puzzle to be enlightened. So I think you're coming, not coming every day. Every day, 8 o'clock is the Zoom question answer session. Come and join every day at 8 o'clock and listen to question answers. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Next question. Harish Ritik.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Who's this?
I am
Yes,
from
Harish.
Tamil Nadu.
Yes.
Sir, are you audible?
Yes, sir. Please tell me, Harish.
Sir, I have a question about death, sir. What's the difference between a suicidal death and a normal death? What happens after death?
Okay.
After suicidal death and normal death?
Do you know both the bodies are taken to the graveyard and burnt, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, of course, sir.
Whether it is regular death or suicide death, the body will be taken and burnt or buried in both the cases. There is no difference.
Yeah, of course.
But in the normal death, the death is decided by the creator of life or God. In the normal
Yes, sir.
time, we don't control our death. God controls our death. And when God is
Yes.
controlling our death, what happens is we are dying as per our karma. As per the law of karma, we are dying. But when we interfere with the death and then we commit suicide, this is a big, huge negative karma. Very big karma. Suicide will multiply our negative karma by 100 times. Because we are
Oh,
going
okay, sir.
against the will of God. God is not meant us
Okay,
to
sir.
die. So we go and jump from a building, or we go and do something, we kill ourselves. That is against the wish of God. That is against the wish of the law of karma. And so we are planting a negative seed for the future. So we will have to pay for it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So is this all a spiritual experience?
What? This is not spirit, this is a practical thing.
Our life?
I am telling you, this is a very practical
No,
thing.
sir, I am not asking like that. Okay. I am not asking you like that. Is human life a spiritual experience like that?
What is repeat your question. What is the spiritual experience? I can't hear you.
Is human life a big spiritual experience or what, sir?
Of course. Is human life a spiritual experience? Correct? Is that your question? Some people are
Yes, sir.
thinking, some people think we are a human being having a spiritual experience. But the reality
Yes, sir.
is not that. We are not a human being having a spiritual experience. We are a spirit having a human experience. The reality is we are a spirit
Okay, sir.
having a human experience.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next question.
Sir, I have another question.
Yes.
Can I ask you, sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, many people does more mistake, not knowingly, but unknowingly. But they
Yeah.
want to rectify those mistakes, but they can't. Um, what will they can do, sir, for rectifying those mistakes, for
There is
burning
no-
those bad karmas in their life?
There is no mistake that you cannot rectify. If you suppose you have killed somebody, you cannot bring that person back to life, but you can do many other good things. You can do many other good things. You can save people's life. You can do many good things to make good for the bad karma. Every bad karma can be rectified by good karma.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. We have a
Thank you.
question from Bridget. Yes, Bridget has a question. Bridget has a very interesting question, and Bridget comes from Quebec in Canada with some very interesting questions. If I am
Shivoam,
Shivoham, can I read your question, or you are going to read your question?
I can ask
Yes.
if I am a part of God, why I have to pray to Him and worship Him?
Good. Very good question. If Bridget says, if I am a part of God, then why do I have to pray and worship Him? The answer, Bridget, we don't have to pray. We don't have to worship. We have to experience Him. We have to realize God. We have to appreciate that you are God. That is the biggest prayer. That is the biggest worship. Just sitting in front of a statue and say, oh God, oh my God, I pray you, glory be to your name. What is the use of that? It's no use. Therefore, the biggest form of prayer and the biggest form of worship is to experience God everywhere. You see God in the skies, you see God in the moon, you see God in the sun, and you love God. So you must love God. You don't need to worship and pray God if you can love God. Now listen to my final answer. If you don't know how to love God and you don't know that you are God, then you have to worship God.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't worship God, then you will be worshiping the whiskey bottle and you will be in a wrong direction. And so that you will go away from the path of righteousness. Okay, so a person like you, Bridget, you don't need to do some formality prayer. You try to experience God. God is here. God is with me. God is everywhere. God is in the skies. God is in the wind. God is in the flowers. God is everywhere. That is the prayer you need to do. Because that is the truth. The truth is everything is God. But we don't realize
Everyone.
everyone is God. Everything is God, but we don't realize.
Everything.
Yeah, but we cannot
And
see.
everything is linked.
Yeah, but we cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see God. That's why we fight with each other. That's why we kill each other. If we saw God in everybody, would we fight with others? Would we be angry with others? We would not be angry. When you see God in everybody, you love everybody. That is the way to live.
Thanks for your answer.
Yes, 2 more questions. Thank you, Bridget. I love to hear your questions. Very interesting questions. Next question, please. Ravindra, question from Ravindra.
Sir, this is Ravindran here, Shiva.
Yes, Shiva.
Yeah, I just have one simple question. When we talk about souls getting rebirth, when it's born as a new baby, it gets into the soul as a first cell. The question is, how is this, when we look at the population, it goes from 600 crores to 700 crores, and it keeps on growing. How is it relating with the numbers? When we say that the souls do exist, then it has to consistently have a number. Of
Soul,
600.
soul is not numbered. There is
Okay.
no numbering of the soul. The population may be 8 billion people or 100 crores or 800 crores. But the soul is an energy. The energy is everywhere in the world.
Okay.
The soul does not get reborn. It is the mind and ego that is reborn when the soul appears. The soul gives life. The soul is limitless. The soul is birthless. The soul is eternal. The soul is birthless and deathless. The soul is, you know how much soul is there, Ravindra? Today, the population of Earth is 8 billion, right?
Yes.
The soul can make 80 billion people. The soul can make 800 billion people. The soul can make 8 trillion people. There is no limit for the soul.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravindra. Last question. Ravi Rego. Ravi Rego.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Ravi.
Sir, I am 21 years old, and my question is that back 2 years back, I was addicted to that sexual things, sir.
Yes.
Like watching negative things, bad things on the mobile phone, etc. As I was living in boys' hostel, so.
Yes.
So after coming into spirituality, I became very good, sir. Like I have become vegetarian since 2 years. Even though my family members, everyone eat non-vegetarian, but I have become vegetarian.
Yes.
And also I do regularly meditation. Like I am on 100 days plus streak on meditation. I do yoga daily, but still, sir, I fail and I end up doing that bad things after 50 days or 30 days, etc. sir. So how to be like celibate, sir, perfect celibate? I thought to join some spiritual organization, but I can't able to decide which spiritual association should I join. Like there are many things, na, sir. Isha Foundation, ISKCON centers, and there are many more. And India have a lot of spirituality things. So what to choose and where to join to continue my spiritual journey, sir?
Ravi Ragar, you don't need to join any spiritual organization. You need to realize that you have already started the journey. You're wanting to leave this desire for lust and watching. Let me tell you, first of all, you're wanting to watch these movies is nothing unusual. You are not the only one who's wanting to do it. Millions of people are wanting to do it, but it is not good because it makes you, it becomes your master. You become the slave. You become helpless. It forces you and it frustrates you. So the way to overcome this is a way of spirituality, a way of life where you realize, I am not this body that is seeking this lust. I am the divine soul. The moment there is enlightenment, the moment you realize who you are, you will not want this anymore. You may want it once in a way, but you will not be a slave to it. Remember one thing. Sexuality is not as bad as people make it look. What is bad is when sexuality is in your head all the time. If your head is only thinking of sexuality for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, when sleeping, when you wake up, then that sexuality makes you a slave. So that is not good. Our goal, there should be a goal, Ravi, and your goal should be
Sir, also I have one doubt that if I want to grow in spiritual journey, do I need a guru, sir? Or by self I can be misguided, or I can be guided in wrong direction?
No, you need a master, but you need the right master, because if you have a wrong master, you will go in the opposite direction.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm confused whom to choose, and I don't want to marry, and I don't have money desires, etc. to become rich. I don't have any desires, sir. Just I want to realize myself and
can I give you
my purpose of life.
Can I give you a solution? I'll give you a simple solution. Can I give you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Attend this session every day, 8 o'clock in the night.
Okay, sir. Definitely.
After 10 days, you will tell me whether you have progressed or not. Please attend from tomorrow without fail, 8 p.m. Come on this session every day.
Okay, sir.
And
this
you will find
a change.
Sir. You come every day. This session is every day at 8. Friday 7:30, but every day you come at 8. I can assure you there will be a change in your life.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
My dear friends, all of you make this session so interesting. Every day we have new questions, new people, and the goal is one. The goal is enlightenment. The goal is liberation from suffering. The goal is unification with God. The goal is realizing who we are, why we are here. We are amongst that 1% of the people who are here doing this work. The rest 99% of the people in this world don't know where they are going. They are lost. They are following the herd. You are the ones who are flying like a bird. You are the ones who are seeking the real meaning, the purpose of life. Remember this, my dear friends. Life is a journey. Before you realize it, it will be over. And if you don't realize the truth about life, then you will come back. And when you come back, you will suffer. Because in this world is a merry-go-round of pleasure and pain, loss and gain, sun and rain. And this happens again and again. We have to escape from this samsara and we have to become one with God. And every day we have a date at 8 to talk about interesting things together. You come and you give me such blessed questions. Many of you give many challenging questions, and I'm very grateful to you so that everybody in the group can benefit. I bow down to you and I thank you. God bless.